Kitchen Trends 2024 are here. Super exciting, guys. This is a space in the home that we all have a special connection to. Why? Because we all love to eat, right? Anyway, guys, what are we going to be seeing in this space design wise going forward? In this video, I'll be sharing with you the top kitchen trends for 2024. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Faazati Ali and I'm an interior designer who's always giving the best tips on how to make your space look stunning. And in this video, we'll be sharing Kitchen Trends 2024. Very exciting because we're crossing over the year really soon. So guys, let's get right into it. Now, the first trend I'll be delving into for Kitchens 2024 is a multifunctional island. Now, our islands are becoming more and more functional as the years go by. As we all know, islands have always been used as extra working space, of course, storage. We also get to use them as breakfast areas where we can have that quick breakfast as we're running out of the house. But we're also now moving on and just making them even more functional, turning them into literal dining spaces. So we're having a beautiful cabinetry island attached to some sort of table design, which I am really loving. It looks stunning. What makes it even more interesting is how we mix and match materials in this particular island. It's not just a one material throughout the kitchen. You can have marble countertops, quartz countertops, granite countertops on the rest of your kitchen. On the island, you can bring in something woody, you can bring in just something different. And then attaching it to something that gives it more of that dining space area just makes it even more interesting and of course even more functional. When you're sitting around this space, you can have more people sit in. You can really literally create a dining room in this space. So I am loving to see this, and you're seeing it coming in such a way that the cabinetry island is attached to a table that has legs, so it's even different from the island that is the lower area is all cabinetry. Very interesting. So on this space, you can have your island in sort of a nice countertop design. Then you can have your table in a glass, in a wood design with a nice metal leg and so on. It looks very interesting and it just gives that island that oomph that it needs. So yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing coming into 2024. Another beautiful trend we're going to be seeing in 2024 is mixing and matching of materials. I know we've been through an era where one-tone kitchens were a beautiful thing, and that was an all-white kitchen, an all-woody kitchen, and so on. But we also moved into an era where we're having two-tone kitchens. Say black and white kitchen, wood and glass type of kitchen. And now we're moving into an era where three tones are actually very popular. So you can have fluted sort of panels on some of your cabinetries or on your island. Bring in glass on your upper units and then have your plain board finishes on your lower units, tall units, and so on. So it's really about just playing around with different materials. As always in interior design, bringing in different textures makes a space look a lot more appealing and aesthetic. So guys, think about doing this. Don't just confine yourself to one material. Don't confine yourself to just two materials. 3 is the way to go now. So it's very interesting and it looks amazing. So why not? Think about bring in a little bit of industrial touch with sort of metal finishes. Bring in some of that woody finish and mix it up with some glass to make it a little bit more contemporary and all that. So it's the way we are going, and I am definitely loving the fluted panels. They look amazing. They add so much depth into a space. So think about having them on your upper units and also on your island unit and so on. And then you can also think about mixing and matching even when it comes to the finishes such as matte and glossy finishes. Mix them up. Don't feel confined to one or the other. As we all know, maybe sometimes you don't really want to focus on how you can easily stain matte finishes. So you can have matte finishes on your upper units, glossy finishes on your lower units, and so on. Just play around, and of course you'll have a really appealing kitchen at the end of the day. Now, greenery is winning as we keep going forward. So, another trend that we're going to be seeing in kitchens is biophilia. Now, I talked about this in the interior design trends video, and so we are also having this brought into the kitchens. Very interesting. So, how are we doing this? Now, bringing nature from the outdoors into the in has become a thing since I think 2020. So it's a beautiful thing that we're seeing going on. I am loving that we're connecting more with nature and so on. It is amazing. So the first thing you can do is have large windows in your kitchen so that you have a beautiful view of the outside while you're in the space. This is amazing. Another way you can do this, bring in planters, have those overhanged plants above your cabinetry, just in interesting ways. It looks a lot more aesthetic. Bring in, just bouquets of flowers, have a planter sitting in the corner of the room. It brings in a lot of freshness in the space. It makes it more livable for the occupants, and it just gives that nice fresh vibe and that is actually needed in this space. So guys, think about bringing Belfilia into your kitchen areas. This is amazing. It looks appealing, and of course find those interesting ways of hanging them. It's gonna look really great. Now, another beautiful trend we're going to be seeing in kitchens 2024 is warm earthy tones. Now, as we all know, warm minimalism has been taking over interiors in the last few years. So we're also going to be seeing this in our kitchen spaces. So think about bringing in that natural wood, those warm neutral colors that bring in a lot of coziness into the space and just make it a nice space to actually walk in. So guys, think about bringing these color tones into your space. If you're thinking about which colors to add in terms of neutrals and all, then warm colors are definitely the way to go. So those browns, those woods are gonna fit perfectly into your kitchen spaces. Now, still on color trends in the kitchen 2024, we also have bold colors coming in trendy. So if you are sulking just because I said earthy tones and you love color, this is for you because we have the best of both. So if you love neutrals and you love warm, I talked about your trend still coming in. And if you love color, we still got you. So you can still bring in bold colors into the space. Now, what we have seen in the last year were blues and greens coming in trendy in kitchen cabinetry. And this is still going to be something that we're going to be seeing going forward. Lots of greens. We're even making it bolder. We're going a bit warmer with sort of shades in terms of burgundy and so on. So guys, feel free to bring in that boldness into the space. It does spark a lot of interest, and if this is something you love, then you can definitely go for it. So guys, feel free to lean either way. Bold colors, warm neutral tones, the one that speaks to your soul, that's the one you should go for. So guys, that's it. We are not sticking to all white kitchens anymore. We're really just going out there being diverse and trying new things. Now, another trend coming in strong in kitchens is sustainability. Now, as we move forward, we have seen design moving towards a more sustainable approach, which is very interesting. And so in the kitchen, how are we going to do this? We're going to bring in more sustainable materials such as bamboo finishes in our cabinetry, reclaimed wood, having energy efficient appliances and so on. So it's really interesting to see this, popping up and just becoming more trendy as the years go by. I love that we're caring and thinking about our environment as we go into our future, because that means we care, and that means we're actually going to have better environments in our homes and outdoors, and that's just amazing. So guys, think about going for sustainable materials when you're picking your finishes for your kitchens. Now, as we keep seeing new trends and technology keeps growing, what we're going to be seeing in kitchens, of course, going into 2024, are more advanced smart kitchens. Now, as we move into an era of controlling different spaces of our home, simply at the touch of a button, smart kitchens are also the way to go. Having those smart fridges that you only need to knock twice to actually see what's in your fridge, going into an era where your fridge can actually help give a recipe depending on what's in it. I think it's super interesting. So we're going to be seeing a lot of smart gadgets coming into these kitchen spaces, being able to even control and check if your appliances are off while leaving the house or after leaving the house. I think that's very interesting. It's a great safety check for many homes. Having all this, great excellent storage spaces that are actually very functional, such as pull-out units, corner units, which we've seen over the years. Of course, they're still getting more and more popular as we move forward, and I think that's just really interesting to see as we keep going forward. Now, the last point I'll be touching on is on aesthetics, as this is important in the kitchen as it is for the rest of the house. And one of the ways to bring aesthetics into the kitchen or any other space is through statement lighting. So one of these things we're going to be seeing being brought very broadly into the kitchen is beautiful pendants above the island, have those under cabinet lights that not only add aesthetics and appeal in the space, but also allow you to have task lighting that can be quite useful when you're working on the counter areas. Also, additionally, you can bring in the in-cabinet lights. This work better when you have glass cabinets because they light up your china really well, and this looks super appealing. On top of that, you can go ahead and also have flint lighting, which are under the cabinet. These also are able to not only bring aesthetics, but at the same time be able to also act as task lighting for the space. So guys, go ahead and layer your lightings in the kitchen area. This looks a whole lot more amazing. Go for those bold lighting fixtures. They look amazing and will turn that kitchen around, literally. So guys, these are the trends for the kitchens 2024 that we're going to be seeing often 2024 onwards. So do feel free to incorporate this trend into your kitchen space. It's going to look absolutely amazing. Anyway guys, thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. Do feel free to like, comment, subscribe and share. I'll be truly grateful. Love you guys so much. Bye bye.